Hello, everybody. Welcome to an edition of AEW Weekly Wrap Up. I'm your host, Ethan Black. Today, we're going to cover the AEW shows from the Rampage and Collision from last week, also this past week's Dynamite, and give you a preview of the upcoming shows for Rampage and Dynamite, and also for Ring of Honor stuff. We'll talk about Death Florida's Honor and this past week's episode of Ring of Honor, and also previews for next week. But first in the news, so update on Eddie Kingston's G1 Climax tournament. So he is still at 4 points. So on night 6, he defeated Aaron Henare, and then on night 8 in Corkin Hall this past Wednesday, he lost to Tomohiro Ishii in an excellent match. So his next C block opponent is Mikey Nichols on July 30th. So that's all the news. So now we will go for the AW stuff. So we'll start off with last week's Rampage episode. This is the second annual World Rampage where the winner gets shot at TNT title at All Out. 20 men, so basically 10 men in 2 rings each. And once we get to the final 2 men, they'll go in 1 ring, and the winner gets shot the title. So Darby Allin defeats Angel Parker, Big Bill, Ring of Honor 6-man tag champ Khan, Ring of Honor 6-man tag champ Brian Cage, Ethan Page, Isaiah Cassidy, Jake Hager, Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett, Commander, Matt Hardy, Matt Menard, Matt Sydal, Minoru Suzuki, Nick Wayne, Swerve Strickland, The Butcher, The Blade, and Ring of Honor 6-man tag champ Toy Leona. 28 minutes and 33 seconds when he lost only Swerve Strickland. So he'll face Luchasaurus at All Out for the TNT title. In a trios match, the Acclaim Anthony Bones, Max Caster, and Billy Gunn defeat QTV, Aaron Solo, QT Marshall, and Johnny TV 8 minutes and 48 seconds in the main event for the TBS title. Chris Statlander retains over Rey Shafir. Only match I recommend from the Rampage is the Raw Rampage match. Then we go to episode 6 of Collision from Newark, New Jersey. So 2 dark matches. The first one was Powerhouse to Finn Balor and Aaron Solo defeat John Cruz. So actual show started with Bulk Up Gold, Jay White, Juice Robinson defeating Ash Andre and Darius Martin 10 minutes and 18 seconds. Miro defeating Nick Comoroto in a minute and a half. For the trios title, the champions House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews retains over the Acclaim and Billy Gunn 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Tal Falker defeats Sky Blue in 8 minutes and 53 seconds. In the main event, Christian Cage, the 2023 Owen Hart Cup winner Ricky Starks, defeating CM Punk and Darby Allin 25 minutes and 2 seconds. Overall, I found episode 6, I'd say this is the weakest one out of the 6 episodes they've done so far. Honestly, the only matches I recommend checking out is the Bulk Up Gold Action Dry Darius Martin match and Top 5 for Sky. That's the only 2 I recommend checking out. But now we will go into AEW Dynamite. So we kick it off with Orange Cassidy. The dark match was Sky Blue defeating Anna Jay. And then the opening match was Orange Cassidy retains the international title over AR Fox 13 minutes and 46 seconds via Mousetrap. I really enjoyed this opening match. It's good seeing Air Fox on TV, and this is Orange Cassidy. I think this is his 27th defense now. It's 22 or 21, those 2 numbers, but this was a great opening match. Orange Cassidy's been a fantastic champion. And these happened at Albany, New York crowd liked it, and I like the post match too, where Cassidy puts the glass on Fox, but he breaks him and just attacks Cassidy. And then we saw Darby Allin start pushing Fox, and he was embarrassed. As AR Fox said, he was embarrassed, so was Darby. But this won't be the first time we see these 3 guys later in the show. Well, sorry, Fox and Darby. But honestly, for this time, I'll get to my other matches after. And we saw John Moxley Orange Cassidy for the Paragon Shift. So is he going to be the next challenge for the NFL? Also, I wouldn't mind be nice, breath of fresh air. And then we go backstage for it's with Chris Jericho and Don Callis. Looks like they're going the right direction with Jericho joining the Don Callis family. Then he gives him a portrait. Before that, he lets Jericho know he's going to be in a tag match with Kenosuke Takeshita, and Jericho says he's willing to give it a try. Until Callis says his opponent is going to be JAS member Steel, considered Sammy Guevara. Callis basically quotes Jericho saying he spread their wings. So Jericho reluctantly agrees. And then he gives him a picture of his 1995 promo Callis and Jericho with Bad News Allen watching on, so he could carry all day. So Callis has perfect place for it, and Renee says that was a hell of a painting. Then we got a video package of Hook with the FTW title. Train passed by, and the FTW title is gone, and when a train by again. This was a weird video package. Basically, we saw FTW title and the Hook, and the next minute both of them are gone. Then we go backstage, we get a promo from Blackpool Combat Club, basically saying their feud with Pac's not over. Honestly, their match Death Force was pretty good, but I'll talk about the ring stuff after this. And then Shivani's in the ring. Here's the new FTW champion, Jack Perry. He came out, looked like basically a winner of Hooters, and he had shirts as IP Hook. And he said basically after one loss, Hook went home and got trained nowhere as the crowd boom every time Perry talks. They were in Albany, New York. This is what he told Wintel. He wants to talk about this one. FTW was created in a second class company full of scumbags, just like the fans are, and then he started saying asshole at him. Then he said the title was not recognized, which is true, until he puts his hands on this is the real deal. And he basically could run circles around Taz's friends back in the day. Then we see former ECW World Champion Jerry Lynn comes out. He said that's enough jungle. And he said paid for the generation. And well, he said no Jungle Boy because he gets ass kicked. So basically, we're going to face to face for next week. That was pretty much the promo. Well, he was going to do it on this show, but Perry said he wasn't ready. And then we go backstage. Renee interviews Britt Baker, try to get a reaction after what Ty's Valkyrie said about a collision. And then she said she wouldn't be lying if she lets surprise the caller out. And then Twin Sharks. And it ends with TBS The Brit Show. Basically, take a shot at Jay Cargill. Then we go to our second match. Pac defeating Gravity at 8 minutes 26 via Brutalizer. Also, I cannot get into this match. I thought at first when I heard about it, I was really excited, but honestly, this match was such a disappointment. This was pretty much a squash match. Honestly, I give this one opening match. By the way, the international match I get 7 out of 10. This match I give a 3 out of 10. And yes, we heard the jokes. Honestly, I'm not going to get any more jokes. I've been hearing them all week. I'm just sick of them. And then we get Renee Paquette backstage again. This time, this is the interviews from last week, where she's with the winners of the number one contenders tag team tournament, AEW World Champion MJF and Adam Cole, Better Than You, Baby. Cole does try to trouble MJF, cuts him off. Then he said that he liked FTR when he was lackeys, and then questions why Cash was rocking a mullet. And this is second. Dax Harwood's Mr. Clean, Animosity, Sam, asked how his love wiped out in the business, which I got to laugh out. Then he's basically he's going to throw the punch Howard in the face, and then did. So hard that he was going to spit CM Punk's jock strap out. That was a nice cheap shot. MJF basically said after the tag title match, he offered him an AEW World title match. And then Cole couldn't believe it. So Rostron comes out and MJF calls him a default call, which I could not stop laughing at. And then Cole basically tells Strong that he's acting crazy and dude pushing Cole away. And he has other friends to trust him walking away. And then Strong to make a big mistake. Honestly, I've been liking this pairing. It's been really great. Speaking of the AEW World Tag Team titles, excuse me, Renee Paquette is with FTR. And then basically they just said they're going to beat the shit out of the champions and tells Adam Cole, don't trust MJF. And Cash Wheeler was talking about Pinnacle. It was a great problem from both of these teams, even though they weren't taped live. And then our third match of the show, our second best match, or actually this match is my favorite match of the show. Swerve Strickland defeats the 2023 Royal Rampage winner Darby Allin 12 minutes and 7 seconds via JML driver. These two never have bad matches. I really enjoyed this match. They try to say the mystery matchman. We know who it was. AR Fox because he didn't change his ring gear. He tech started from behind some of the ring post. But I can't say enough good things. But some of these spots like definitely draw off the apron, and then Strickland hit a kick on the outside. I thought Darby hurt his neck or something, just where he landed. And then after the match, Prince gives Air. We found out the hood figure was Air Fox. Hooded figure, and then gives him the hooded person was Air Fox. And then, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. And then he gives him a Mogul NBC t-shirt and then plays guitar on Darby on skateboard. Actually, I don't mind it, but honestly, this group's more for Ring of Honor. Then we go backstage. Renee begins with JS. As Maminar, Angel Barte, and a Jay Sword and Tate Mello are waiting in Jericho's locker room or outside. And then they all see the painting. And then so Jericho asks Mello how the baby was. And then Parker gets his comb knife back, but he didn't. Basically, they said, like Jake said, they're not going to give him 100%, so they all leave it. And Maminar tells Jericho to figure it out fast. Then match number 4. Britt Baker defeat Tall Valkyrie, 9 minutes 46 seconds by submission via lockjaw. Honestly, I like both of these ladies, but this match was horrible. I could not get into this match. I thought, well, I couldn't get it. It was all right. I mean, I know these two have way better matches, but also I give this one a 5 out of 10. Yeah, I know these two ladies get way better. I seen there was a couple of spots like the one with the Valhalla. but honestly, I would go higher than 5 out of 10. And then the main event, this random triple threat match. Lucha Bros defeating Blackpool Comcast, Ring World Champion Clay Castle, John Moxley, and best friends is Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, 14 minutes and 27 seconds via Fear Factor on Trent Beretta. This match was okay. Honestly, I didn't really see the point of this triple threat match. I thought it's going to be a shot for a shot tag toss. But anyway, Lucha Bros won as Orange Cassidy does come out later in the match and attack Yuta and Moxley, but that was it. And then after the match, all three trios brawl, and then we found we got another match into an episode of Dynamite, which I'll talk about in a second. Honestly, I could not get into this Dynamite. I actually thought this Dynamite kind of sucked, to be honest with you. Overall score, I just want 6. So actually, I just want 5 out of 10. Only 2 matches I recommend to is the international title match and Darby and Swerve. That's the only 2 I recommend. And to the international, I gave 6 out of 10, and Darby and Swerve is 7. But on tonight's Rampage, we have number 1 contenders, 18 Battle Royal for a shot at the AEW World Tag Team titles. The teams are Matt Menard and Interpart JS, Spanish Announce Project Luther and Pentago, Matt and Jeff Hardy, Ethan Page and Isaiah Cassidy, Chris Redondo, Matt Sydal, Brian Cage and Big Bill, Jay Lethal Samson in the Butcher and the Blade, the Kingdom Matt Taven and Mike Bennett against Hayden Backlund and May John Lee. This original was supposed to be Scorpio Sky versus Kip Sabian, but Scorpio Sky did get injured, so Camaro took a spot, and her Croatia goes on Nala Rose. Then on Collision on Saturday, for the tag team titles, FTR defends AEW World Champ MJF and Adam Cole. A ladder match for Andre El Idolo's mask. Trios champ buddies Matthews for Andre El Idolo. In trios match, Juice Robinson, Austin, and Cole Guns of the Bullet Club Gold. First Action Drive, Darius Martin, and Alejandro Vikingo. And only 2 matches made for the 200th episode of Dynamite next week. Tag team action, Daniel Christian Guevara versus Chris Drago, Kensuke Ketchup. Kensuke Takeshita. And in a triple threat anything goes match, John Moxley versus Trent Beretta versus Pentagon Jr. I think they said we're getting more matches on Rampage, so that was the AEW stuff. Overall, honestly, like I said, this Dynamite, you could skip. It says for the 2 matches I recommend, but that is AEW. And then we will go over to the Ring of Honor stuff. So we had Death Force on last Friday, July 21st. So the 4 pre-show matches. So I'll tell all the matches and I'll do my ratings for each one and which ones I recommend. So the 4 pre-show matches was opening pre-show match, Peter Rolls match, Josh Woods gets the win over Tracy Williams, 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Tag team match, Action Andrade, Darius Martin, Finn Workhorseman, Anthony Henry and JD Drake, 7 minutes and 22 seconds. Baylor Hirsch defeat Trish Adora, 9 minutes and 13 seconds. In the main event of the pre-show, AR Fox defeat Shane Taylor, 10 minutes and 21 seconds. And then the main show kicks off with Gravity defeating Commander, 10 minutes and 5 seconds. For the television channel, Samoa Joe defeating Don Castle, 14 minutes and 12 seconds to retain the title. In a fatal 4 match for the Real World Tag Team titles, the team of Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis. They defeat Best Friends, Chuck Taylor, Trent Beretta, the Kingdom, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and the champions, the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr., Ray Phoenix, 17 minutes and 1 second to win the titles. For the 6-man tag team titles, the champions Embassy, Colin, Brian Cage, Tyler Leona retains over 6 or 9, Master Wild Risky Taguchi, and Leo Ruffin, 12 minutes and 20 seconds to retain the titles. For the Pure title, Kishiro Shibata retains over Diego Garcia, 14 minutes and 36 seconds. And a 6-man tag team fight without honor match, the Dark Orders, Alex Reynolds, Evil Uno, and John Silver defeating the Righteous Dutch, Vince and Stu Grayson, 15 minutes and 42 seconds. For the Ring of World title, champion Claudia Castagnoli retains over Pac, 18 minutes and 36 seconds. In the main event for the women's title, champion update retains over the 2023 Women's Owen Hart Cup winner Will Nango at 20 minutes and 31 seconds. So the pre-show matches, so the Pure Rules match, I gave 7 out of 10. Workhorse versus Andrade Martin, Darius Martin gets a 6 out of 10. Taylor Hirsch versus Trish Adora gets 6 out of 10 as well. And AR Fox versus Shane Taylor gets 7 out of 10. Main show Commander versus Gravity gets 7 out of 10. TV title match gets a 5 out of 10. Fatal 4, the tag team title match gets 7 out of 10. 6-man tag title gets a 4 out of 10. Pure title gets 7 out of 10. Fight without honor gets 7 out of 10. The Ring of World title match gets a 7 out of 10. And the women's title gets a 9. The Ring of World title gets an 8 out of 10, and the women's world title gets a 9 out of 10. So, honestly, out of the matches, out of these 12 matches, I recommend the Pure Rules match, Gravity versus Commander, the tag team title match, the Pure title, the fight without honor, the world title, and the women. So, basically, 7 out of the 12. That's pretty good for up there for this honor. And then we'll go to episode 22 of Ring of Honor. This was taped in Newark, New Jersey. So the original did tape Zach Clayton for Kevin Matthews, but that got put on a dark match. So we dropped the 13 matches. Honestly, I'm sorry, way too many matches for Ring of Honor. I'm sorry, but way too many. Opening match, Pure Rules match, Josh Woods defeats Eli Isom, 7 minutes and 56 seconds. Trish Adora defeats Vita Von Star, 4 minutes and 19 seconds. For the 6-man tag title, the Champions Embassy, Khan, Brian Cage, Toy Leona retains over R Savages, Boulder, and Bronson, team with Jack Jameson, 10 minutes and 11 seconds. Leo Hirsch defeating Becca, 3 minutes and 39 seconds. Tag team match, the Renegade Charlotte and Robin defeating JC Storm and TR James, 3 minutes and 26 seconds. In a Proven Ground match, Women's Champion Dean defeating Christina Marie, 3 minutes and 24 seconds. The Kingdom, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett defeating the Foundation, Red Ties, and Tracy Williams, 7 minutes and 37 seconds. So we have another number one contenders tournament for the TV title, even though we just got one last week. This time, instead of 4 men, it is 8 men. So first of 4 quarterfinal matches. Chris Rodriguez defeat JD Drake, 6 minutes and 9 seconds. Tag team action, Big Bill and Lee Moriarty defeat Adrian Solano and Gabriel Hutter, 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Another quarterfinal match, Tony Nese defeating Cheeseburger, 5 minutes and 56 seconds. Our third quarterfinal match, Gravity defeat Anthony Henry, 8 minutes and 6 seconds. And the final first round quarterfinal match, Shane Taylor defeats Serpentico, 4 minutes and 22 seconds. We don't know the bracket, so I don't know who's facing who in the semifinals, unfortunately. But honestly, I don't know why we're having 2 back-to-back tournaments for the same title. I think that was kind of pointless, to be honest with you. In the main event, in a 6-man tag match, the winner of the first TV title number one contenders tournament, the winner of the 4-man version, Don Castle and the boys Brandon and Brent Tate defeating the Trustbusters, GSK, Slim J, Sonny Kiss, 5 minutes and 9 seconds. Honestly, this was an okay show. I just won 6 out of 10. Only matches that we're going to check it out are the Pure Wolves match, the 6-man tag team title match, Kingdom vs. Foundation, Chris Rodriguez vs. JD Drake, and Gravity versus. That's the only, So 13 match, only 5 I recommend checking out. And next week for episode 23, only match made official so far was Kishiro Shibata defensive Pure title against Josh Woods. And that's the show for this week, guys. I'm your host, Ethan Black. I'll be back next week to have more updates on Eddie King's G1 journey and Ring of Honor and AEW stuff. Have a good weekend, guys.
Thanks for listening to the WWE Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on your favorite podcast app so you don't miss a show, or head to WWEpodcast.com. And for all of these shows ad-free, head over to patreon.com/WWE Podcast. Until then, we'll see you next time.